Hey everyone, welcome to the Wilson Homestead. So as you can see, my kitchen is a hot mess. I have tomatoes everywhere and I'm working on dehydrating some cherry tomatoes. This is what I have done so far. But what I do is I cut them in half, and then with like the Juliet tomatoes that are a little bit bigger, I slice them and then I toss them in Italian seasoning and dehydrate them, and they take forever to dehydrate, but I have it set on like 135-ish, and right now this thing has been running for 24 hours and all of these have gotten done. You have to check it every couple hours because some of them will be done, some of them won't. You take out the ones that are done and let the other ones go for a little bit longer, so hopefully in the next hour the rest of these will be done and I can get them put in a jar. But we love to snack on these. We call them tomato raisins, but they are so good. I just came up from the garden and I have another probably about 3.5 gallons of tomatoes, of big tomatoes, and today I had, like, my whole countertop was covered with tomatoes today, so I was like, okay, these are ripe, I have to do something with them, and I didn't have time to can today, so what I did was I washed them all, I took the cores out of them, and then I put an X on the bottom of them, and I put them in freezer bags and put them in the freezer, and I had about 4 gallon size freezer bags full of those, and now I have to deal with these. But I wanted to show you these because I've got some really big tomatoes in here. Okay, all of these are Kellogg's Breakfast, and this one is really big, so I'm going to weigh it and see what it weighs. I also picked these. These are Aunt Ruby's German Green. And I hope that my camera picks this up, but they get a little bit of a blush on the bottom of them when they're ripe. And you can feel them and feel that they are ripe. But this one is really big too, so let's weigh it. I picked 2 Dr. Weitches. And this one isn't nearly as big as the one I picked earlier in the season, but we'll go ahead and weigh it too. I have some large barred boar and the variation, which is beautiful, and a few small mortgage lifters back here. And finally, these 3 are carbon tomatoes, and let me weigh the biggest one of them. Alright, it's the next day and I'm down here in the veggie garden. What's left of it anyway. That rabbit has really done a number down here to my beans. I'll have to show it to you, but the real reason why I'm down here is because we are going to harvest some carrots today. I planted them in waves this year and the first batch is ready to go. So let's get them out of the ground. Alright, this is the first carrot bed, and as you can see, the bunny has eaten most of the leaves off of these at this point, and he dug up a few carrots here and there. And then I have one carrot that decided to bloom, so this one won't be any good to eat, but look how pretty that is. So I might just leave it in there. Alright, let's see what we have here. These should have been thinned, so I'm not expecting that they're going to be huge, but... oh gosh, that's so wimpy. is terrible. Oh, here we go. This one's not too bad, I guess. Look at that one. This is what you get when you don't thin your carrots. They smell good. But they're little. See, this one is starting to bloom too, so I don't know if it's going to be edible or not. Alright, this one might be bigger. Yeah, it's bigger, but kind of weird. Really weird. Oh yeah, now we're talking. Oh my goodness. See, now this is what I'm used to. This is about the size I got last year. And this is the one that's blooming, so I'm going to skip over it. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good one. That's getting better. The farther we go up the road, it's getting better. Good news. It's another one that bolted. And it's really hard on the inside. Won't be able to eat those. Give it to the chickens. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Nice. They would have probably grown better too if I would have tried to keep the weeds out. Jeez. Oh, that's a weird one. Oh, nice. See, now I think the ones that I just pulled down there must have been Danvers half long. I think these are Scarlet Nantes. These actually grew a lot better than the Danvers. Last year it was the complete opposite. I mean, they both did well last year, but I don't know. We'll see. Urgh. Oh, yeah. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be really big. Yeah, look at that. That's a nice carrot. Maybe I should have just planted all Scarlet Nantes. That one's got some kind of bug damage on it. Look at that. Another nice one. Thank goodness that these did better than the ones on the other end. These did really nice. I might start just planting these. And most of them, I mean, there were a couple that were weird shaped, but most of them are pretty uniform. Look at that. Nice. Well, at least I'll have some carrots. I was beginning to wonder by the looks of that bottom row. Here's another one that the bugs got into. Oh, there's a spider on me. Look. I don't know what does that. Oh my goodness. I think this is the biggest one yet. Oh, now that, see, there's a weird one. Still totally edible, of course. Alright, we are almost done. We're at the end of the row. And I know that this one here is going to be a weird one because it grew up out of the soil a little bit. You can see that they start turning green if the sunlight hits them. So I'll just cut that part off and it'll be fine. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be huge. You ready for this? Oh, that's another weird one. Oh my goodness. Oh. I was just saying, oh, these are so uniform, and now I'm getting the weird ones. Oh, that's a wimpy one. Okay, last one for this bed. Alright, in this little section here by the cucumbers, I underplanted a few carrots here. So let's see how they did. These are the short and sweet. They're not supposed to be really long. Pretty nice carrot though, I think. Well, that one didn't work out too well, did it? Nor did that one. Okay, I think that's everything. Alright, so the first carrot harvest is in the books. On this end are the Danvers half long, which did okay. These are the Scarlet Nantes, and then I just had a few of the short and sweet. I'm pretty happy with that though. That should give me, gosh, at least 6 bags, 7 bags of carrots for the freezer, so I can't complain about that. My cucumber plants are not doing so hot. I noticed on the last bunch of cucumbers that I picked, they have a bunch of worms inside of them. See that? And I guess they're called pickle worms. I've never dealt with these before. So if you know an organic way to deal with pickle worms, please put it in the comment section below. I have some peppers that are getting ripe. These are the red snacking peppers. And over here, I have some yellow ones that I need to pick. You can see that they are just loaded down. This is the best pepper year I've ever had. So happy. And I'll go ahead and show you. These are Marconi peppers. It's a pretty good one here. I like to wait until they turn red though, because they taste a lot better. Some more Marconis. And these are Corbaci. I have some beautiful banana peppers loaded down, and a couple jalapenos in here. Remember this bed where I did my last planting of jade bush beans? The bunny totally ate every single one of them. Didn't leave me one plant, just all stems. Same thing with every other bean. No leaves at all. Now there still are a few beans that I'm going to leave on there just to see if they get ripe. because they're kind of tiny right now, so I'm hoping that they have enough leaves left to give them enough energy to at least get the beans on here ripened up. But this is like the poorest my green beans have ever done. So once fall comes, I am really going to check out my fence and see where these critters are getting in and try to fix that. So, but my tomatoes are starting to die off. Everything's just winding down. I'm going to be able to pick some more tomatoes like tomorrow, it looks like. But look, oh my gosh, it is like so hard to keep up with these Sun Gold and Juliet. Crazy. Look at all those. And look at, like, Juliet is still so healthy. She'll keep cranking out tomatoes until frost. The rest of them will be done for, but she'll keep going. I just noticed this tomato right here. I think it's Paul Robeson, and it is humongous. Gosh, that's big. I'll have to weigh that one whenever I pick it. Alright, that is a pretty full basket right there. I'm really happy about that. And I am taking the greens up because I will remove all of them as soon as I get up to the house, but all of this will go to the chickens. I'll keep the carrots, they can have the greens. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time here on the Wilson Homestead. Bye, guys.